Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Santa Clara, and everybody who cares about what's going on the west side of our great city. A couple of items. Let's start with the police report. On the 10th, we had a domestic violence call over on Sutter Avenue. Also on the 10th, over on Burbank, we had a person who had collected more than 10 IDs, obviously for some kind of a scam. On the 10th, we also had a drunk and disorderly in the parking lot of the Bank of America over at Kylie and the El Camino. On the 13th, they pulled the drunk driver over in front of the roadway inn on the El Camino. I guess that was where he ended up. On the 15th, we had a domestic violence call over on Cabrillo. And about 4 hours later, we had a fellow arrested for multiple failures to appear. One other thing that hasn't made the crime reports this week, but I think it's important we know about it, the alcoholic beverage control folks, the state level, and the city of Santa Clara are continuing their decoy efforts. How this works is a young person who is too young to legally buy alcohol, under the supervision of an adult, goes into an establishment that sells alcohol and says, hey, sell me. And should the clerk not card the person or actually just sell it to them, then the officers who are waiting outside come in and at least a citation is issued if the mistake or the inappropriate activity is considered so egregious they actually have the authority to close the place down. They don't do that very often, but I think the first fine is like $250, so they're pretty serious about this. Moving on to happier things, the San Francisco 49ers, who are often maligned, have decided to rebuild 9 athletic fields in the Bay Area, one in each of the 9 Bay Area counties, and they've made the decision to improve the fields at Booksor Junior High School, the old Santa Clara High School. And the plans, they haven't been completely fleshed out yet, but they sound really good. They want to fix the drainage, they want new stands, they want to make sure the track is standard size, and it really sounds like a great idea. At their board meeting this week, the Santa Clara Unified Board approved $50,000 to assist the people at the school district who need to interface with the 49ers team. However, it's anticipated that this will cost the school district nothing. Like I say, these guys are a class act. Moving on to the entertainment calendar, tonight and on the 22nd, Metallica will be playing at the Levi's Stadium. Kind of an interesting note passed my desk this morning. 2 Santa Clara officers were dispatched to the parking lot of Levi's about 9 o'clock. And they arrive because there's somebody doing strange things in the parking lot, but those strange things aren't defined. So the officers pull in and they see the guys and say, what are you doing? And they say, well, we're getting ready for the concert. And the cop says, well, it's 8-9 hours away. And they say, oh, yeah, we're getting ready. And they said, well, what are you doing to get ready? And he says, oh, we're playing our guitar. And the officer looks around, ain't no guitar there. They're playing air guitar and putting out positive vibes for the concert. So I gather this Metallica concert will be pretty interesting. Anyway, that's tonight and on Sunday at Levi's Stadium. Today and tomorrow and Sunday, the Santa Clara Library is going to have their book sale. This is kind of a fun time. You go over there and they have different books for sale, usually kind of older, but usually in pretty good position. They look good. And the price is very, very low. It's a really good deal. And it's also a fun place to shop if you like to look at old books, because there's a bunch of them out there. A lot of fun. Who knows, you might even see me there. Last thing I want to talk about briefly is the Italy's birthday bash. It's an intentional misspelling of the word Italy. It's taking place at Valley Fair, and it really is kind of a cultural event. You've got music and dance, food, and people being Italian. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, that's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.